What is up, Tarnished Legends crew? Get ready to dive headfirst into the absolute chaos of the gaming world because we've got updates that are going to blow your minds. The news cycle is spinning faster than ever, and you're about to get the inside scoop on what's happening right now. You do not want to miss these unmissable updates. Let's go. First up, a legendary publisher is making some serious moves, scooping up a handful of beloved IPs from a major player in the industry. We're talking about bringing classic titles back from the brink and onto entirely new platforms. Get ready for a blast from the past with a modern twist. Next, we're diving into the world of survival horror and post-apocalyptic landscapes. A game that once challenged the giants of the genre is getting a second chance, promising a tense experience that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Plus, we've got a unique platforming duo that's all about growth and exploration. You won't believe where it's headed. And finally, prepare for a sensory explosion. A critically acclaimed musical rail shooter, a true successor to a legendary experience, is making its grand return. This is a game that redefined a genre, and its comeback is huge. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button so you don't miss a single second of these incredible updates. Atari's Grand Revival. A gaming icon reclaims lost titles. Atari is making a bold statement in the gaming landscape by acquiring the publishing rights to 5 classic Ubisoft titles. This strategic move signals Atari's ambition to re-energize its brand and reintroduce dormant franchises to a modern audience. The acquired games include the survival horror title Cold Fear, the post-apocalyptic survival game I Am Alive, the unique 3D platformers Grow Home and its sequel Grow Up, and the critically acclaimed musical rail shooter Child of Eden. These titles, originally published by Ubisoft between 2005 and 2016, represent a diverse range of genres and experiences that had largely been left behind as Ubisoft focused on its major franchises. Atari chairman and CEO Wade Rosen expressed his excitement, stating, "Ubisoft and Atari both have a legacy of crafting worlds that players can fall in love with, games that resonate with generations of players, not just for how they played, but for how they made us feel. We're excited to reintroduce these titles while also exploring ways to expand and evolve these franchises." This acquisition is particularly significant for Child of Eden, directed by Tetsuya Mizuguchi, which has been largely inaccessible since its release on Xbox 360 and PS3. Atari plans to bring these games to new platforms and renewed publishing frameworks, suggesting potential re-releases on current-generation consoles and PC. Ubisoft's VP of New Business, Deborah Papiernik, commented, "Millions of players have experienced these worlds over the years, and this will open the door for long-time players to revisit those memories while inviting new audiences to discover them for the first time." Atari's recent acquisition spree, including in television and Night Dive Studios, highlights a clear strategy of leveraging nostalgia and reviving classic IPs. This move positions Atari not just as a purveyor of retro gaming, but as an active player in bringing beloved, albeit less mainstream, titles back into the spotlight. The gaming community has reacted with a mix of nostalgia and anticipation, eager to see how these cult classics will be revitalized and made accessible to a new generation of players. But what does this mean for the future of these classics? Stick around as we break down another massive industry shift that's about to change the way you play. Cold Fear meets modern screens. Atari revives a survival horror gem. Atari's acquisition of 5 Ubisoft titles is a significant move, but the revival of Cold Fear holds particular interest for fans of survival horror. Originally released in 2005, Cold Fear was Ubisoft's attempt to capture the Resident Evil market, offering a tense, atmospheric experience set aboard a mysterious, derelict ship. Developed by Darkworks, the game was praised for its unsettling ambience, challenging gameplay, and innovative mechanics, including a unique instinct mode that enhanced player awareness during intense encounters. However, Cold Fear suffered from a crowded release window, launching just 2 months after the genre-defining Resident Evil 4, which overshadowed its potential impact. Despite its critical reception, the game never received a sequel and remained largely inaccessible on modern platforms, confined to its original PS2 and Xbox releases. Atari's decision to bring Cold Fear to new platforms is a welcome one, potentially offering a much-needed remaster or port that could introduce the game to a new generation of horror enthusiasts. Industry analysts suggest that Atari's strategy of acquiring and revitalizing these mid-tier cult classics is a smart business move, capitalizing on nostalgia while filling a gap in the market for accessible horror experiences. The community response has been overwhelmingly positive, with many players expressing their desire to experience Cold Fear's unique blend of psychological terror and action on current-gen consoles. The game's premise, involving a supernatural threat on a research vessel in the Bering Sea, combined with its claustrophobic environments and limited resources, made it a standout title that deserves a second chance to shine. Atari chairman and CEO Wade Rosen emphasized the emotional connection players have with these games, noting, "We're excited to reintroduce these titles while also exploring ways to expand and evolve these franchises." This sentiment resonates with players who remember Cold Fear's distinct gameplay and eerie atmosphere, hoping that Atari will do justice to its legacy. Can this forgotten horror classic finally claim its place in the modern gaming pantheon? Next up, we're exploring a title that's a true testament to innovation and artistic vision, making a comeback that's music to our ears. Child of Eden's Encore. Atari brings Mizuguchi's masterpiece to new audiences. Atari's acquisition of 5 Ubisoft IPs includes a title that stands out for its sheer artistic vision and groundbreaking gameplay. Child of Eden. Directed by the legendary Tetsuya Mizuguchi, known for his work on Rez and Lumines, Child of Eden is a breathtaking musical rail shooter that aims to transport players into a vibrant, synesthetic world. Launched in 2010, the game was a spiritual successor to Rez, pushing the boundaries of interactive art and music by blending stunning visuals with an immersive soundtrack. Players navigate through surreal, evolving environments, shooting enemies in time with the music to create a harmonious and cathartic experience. While critically acclaimed for its unique concept and emotional depth, Child of Eden faced significant hurdles in accessibility, primarily being released on Xbox 360 and PS3, with limited availability on other platforms. Atari's move to acquire its IP is a monumental event for fans who have long clamored for its return, especially on modern consoles and PC. Atari CEO Wade Rosen highlighted the company's intent to reintroduce these titles while also exploring ways to expand and evolve these franchises, suggesting that Child of Eden could see a new lease on life with enhanced features or broader platform support. Ubisoft's VP of New Business, Deborah Papiernik, echoed this sentiment, stating, "Atari has a rich gaming legacy and deep appreciation for these classic titles. We're excited to see how they'll evolve and connect with players in fresh, meaningful ways." The gaming community has expressed immense excitement, particularly for those who experience Child of Eden's unique blend of art, music, and gameplay, describing it as a deeply moving and unforgettable journey. Atari's strategic acquisition of these cult classics, including the Grow series and I Am Alive, positions the company as a key player in the retro revival movement, offering a diverse library of games that cater to different tastes and eras. The return of Child of Eden is a testament to its enduring appeal and its status as a pioneering work in the interactive entertainment space. Will this vibrant, musical journey captivate a new generation of players? And finally, we're looking at a game that defined a niche genre and is now set for a surprising resurgence. Grow Home and Grow Up. Atari cultivates beloved platformers for a new era. Atari's recent acquisition of 5 Ubisoft IPs brings 2 delightful and innovative platforming titles back into the spotlight: Grow Home and its sequel, Grow Up. Originally developed by Ubisoft Reflections, these games offer a charming and unique take on the 3D platformer genre, centered around the adventurous exploration and growth of a giant, sentient plant named Bud. Grow Home, released in 2016, tasked players with guiding Bud to the stars, creating a procedural world of towering flora that players could climb and traverse. Its sequel, Grow Up, released in 2016, expanded upon the original's mechanics, introducing new abilities and a larger, more diverse alien world to explore. Both games were lauded for their whimsical art style, physics-based gameplay, and the sheer joy of emergent exploration. However, like many of Ubisoft's smaller, experimental titles, they eventually faded from mainstream attention, becoming somewhat of a cult favorite. Atari's decision to acquire the IP rights and bring them to new platforms and renewed publishing frameworks is fantastic news for fans who have cherished these titles. Atari chairman and CEO Wade Rosen emphasized the company's commitment to these IPs, stating, "We're excited to reintroduce these titles while also exploring ways to expand and evolve these franchises." This move aligns with Atari's broader strategy of revitalizing classic and mid-tier franchises, potentially offering enhanced versions or even new entries in the series. Ubisoft's VP of New Business, Deborah Papiernik, commented on the acquisition, noting that it would open the door for longtime players to revisit those memories while inviting new audiences to discover them for the first time. The community has reacted with enthusiasm, celebrating the return of these quirky and engaging games that offer a refreshing departure from more conventional platforming experiences. The focus on exploration, creative problem-solving, and the sheer satisfaction of vertical traversal made Grow Home and Grow Up stand out, and their re-release promises to bring that joy to a wider audience. Will these charming botanical adventures blossom once more? That's all the news for now, but don't go anywhere. We've got a lightning round recap coming right up. And that's a wrap on today's massive gaming news. Atari is bringing back Cold Fear, I Am Alive, Grow Home, Grow Up, and Child of Eden to new platforms. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, smash that like button, and drop a comment below telling us which of these revived classics you're most excited for. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms for more epic gaming content.